We're going to get one last vamping field trip in before the snow flies. Today, we're at Pollmiller Park, and we're going to do some cold weather vamping. Oh my goodness, there's somebody tent camping. They got some balls because it's in the 30s. The first thing I always do is test the power and make sure it works before I put my money in the drop box. And we do have power, the fan is turning on. So the next thing I'm going to do is make sure it can handle my heater. Because this is a Lee County park, everything works exactly like it did at Wilson Lake. So I'm not going to bore you with the process here. You just put your money in the envelope, tear off the camping receipt, clamp it to your post, deposit your envelope in the box there. Firewood's $5. Everything's exactly the same as Wilson Lake. So I got camp roughly set up here. So here's how I do it when I'm vamping. I run 2 cords. Usually you get 2 outlets on one 20-amp circuit. And today, I'm running them in the window here. And this window won't go up all the way. So I have the cords running in and I just have a garbage bag filling the space. I'm gonna have to take the door panel off and fix that. But anyway, I run the 2 cords in. The heavy cord goes to the heater or the air conditioner, depending on the season. And the white cord goes to a power strip and that powers everything else. Then another cord comes out the window here. And this is a 4-amp waterproof charger. It keeps the battery topped off for me so that I can run my TV and watch movies and run the lights in the van and stuff. So it just is clamped to the battery. This is what we got going on the inside. Got my mood lights, got my bed all made. I hung up a blanket in the back to stop the draft from the back window. And here's the heater here. Infrared heater. It's probably the safest way to go in something like this. And then got the TV going and everything's working, so we're set. This is a luxury vamping right here, ladies and gentlemen. Today's step 2 is a Pollmiller Wheezin' Rattler. Ooh, that is super good. It's lemony, it's sweet, it's really refreshing. This would be really good on a hot summer day. But we have the opposite going on today. It's only about 37 degrees out and it's windier than heck. So filming outside is going to be really hard to do because of the wind and the camera. So I apologize. It's got to be loud. When a horse bucks you off, you get right back on. But this time, I brought a helmet. I'm gonna go for a bit of a spin. There's supposed to be a trail that actually connects this park to the city of West Point. This time, I'm wearing my helmet. I don't know what possessed me to not bring my helmet last time when I had that wreck. I just thought that I was gonna be tooling around on the bicycle, not really doing any long rides. So I just didn't bring the helmet. I don't know what I was thinking. I always wear my helmet. But that's what I get. You know what I got? I got a concussion. That's what I got for not wearing a helmet. love it when I find a bar in the bush. It's just awesome when you're randomly out in the bush and you just happen to roll up to a bar on your mountain bike. That's what I'm talking about. I've been craving a good stout for so long. I don't drink much alcohol these days. I'll get into that later, but when I can, I want a stout. I think it's reasonably safe to say I've found my favorite campground in Lee County, Iowa so far. So far, this one's great, and I'll tell you why. Just like Wilson Lake, which is also great, just like Wilson Lake, you've got great cement pads if you want them. You've got you got electricity, fire pit nearby, nice picnic tables. The campsite's upkept, it looks nice. Registering is super easy. You got bathrooms that are centrally located close to the campers. You've got pretty much everything. You got a water right next to your camper. You got pretty much everything you need here. And the price is reasonable, 20 bucks, you know, $5 for firewood. That's not bad at all. But the cool thing about this campground is it's like 1 mile from town. As you seen, I just rode my bicycle into town. So if you needed supplies, it would be a piece of cake to run into town. It would be like nothing. And the fact that the bicycle trail connects to the town, connects to the city park, is freaking cool. There's a beach for swimming here. This is going to be a great place in the summertime to be. And there's tons of camps. There's like 30 campsites. And there's only like there's one camper and that brave guy in the tent. Which, kudos to him. It's supposed to be 28 degrees tonight. So, if somebody's actually staying in that tent, like, I want to meet him. So the sign says, no cutting wood, dead or alive. But it didn't say anything about breaking it. Since it's van camping tonight, we got to do something bushcrafty. So I say we start this with a ferro rod. Oh. Well, I wasn't going to have a fire because it was so cold and stuff, but then I got back to camp. I had about an hour left before sunset. I'm not going to sit in my van while it's, you know, daylight out. And how could I not have a fire, sit by a warm fire, and witness this beautiful sunset developing behind me? Nature's just too, this is just so good for you. Even if you just at a campground, I mean, anywhere, just get out in nature. And stop being afraid of the cold. Put a darn coat on. It's not that big a deal. Build a fire and wear a coat, you'll be fine. Trust me. I wanted to mention something because I know somebody's going to say it. They're going to say, you can't do that. You can't be burning wood that you find near your campsite. You have to pay $5 for the bundle of firewood. Lols. My campsite actually had some tree limbs down in the grass part, in the yard part. They would have been thrown in the timber or cut up or whatever. And there was tons of sticks. In fact, I had to look up and make sure none were going to fall in the van. But anyway, I did this park a favor by cleaning up this wood. So if this is such a big deal, then I don't know. I guess I need to be reprimanded. Not allowed to come back or whatever because I broke the rules. I just figured, why pay $5 for a bundle of wood when there was literally tree limbs down in my campsite? When I was at Wilson Lake, I noticed that all the fellow campers had a string of rope lights somewhere on their rig. So in an effort to blend in and be part of the camping crowd, I got myself a string of rope lights And I found that they fit perfectly in this lip on the top of my van. So they create a nice ambiance to the campsite at night. Well, I'm in the van now for the night. I sat around the fire until I just got bored with that and got a little cold, so I came in here, got my thermometer going. It says it's over 70 degrees in here, so the heater is doing great. I'm not quite ready to eat yet, so I thought I'd do some van cleaning. I'm gonna polish up this wood. It's looking pretty nasty. Boy, that makes a big difference, don't it? Makes a huge difference. Well, I did some cleaning in here. I polished the wood and I sprayed some carpet shampoo and scrubbed some of the dust and dirt out of the carpet. Just did some tidying up in here, and it's looking a lot better. But I worked up an appetite and I'm starting to get hungry. Here's the thing. I racked my brain trying to think of something that I could safely cook in the van. It's really cold out. I'm always cooking over a fire. I wanted to do something different and unique. But I wanted to come up with something that wasn't going to burn the van to the ground and kill me in the process. So, I think I have the solution. Van Hibachi. Do not, I repeat, do not try this at home. I'm what you call a pro. Legs. Get them bad boys going. Another egg. Break them bad boys up. Right, this is how it's done, right? Just take it and flip it all around with your two spatulas. Time to add some rice. Sauce. Okay, a lot of soy sauce. Who does this? We're steaming up the windows in the old van tonight. That's all right. We need some moisture because earlier I was getting shocked on everything because it was so dry in here. SPG. I couldn't decide whether I wanted steak hibachi, chicken hibachi, or shrimp hibachi. So I decided to just do all three. I'm going to call it the land, sea, and air hibachi. Generous helping. We're eating good at the campground tonight. That don't suck. Oh, yeah. This is going to be so much more food than I can eat. It's going to be so good. Pretty much everything that I eat on my In the Bush trips, I use SPG because it's just like the all-around basic seasoning. Let's eat some shrimp. Let's eat some shrimp. Let's go, Brandon. Let's eat some shrimp. Let's eat some shrimp. Here's what's great about this spatula. Oh yeah. Ooh. I know what some of you are probably wondering. Didn't that leave a splattered mess in your van? Yes. Why, yes, it very much did. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm focused on stuffing my gut. When that's done, I got to do a little house cleaning. But it was so worth it. The land, sea, and air hibachi in a van. That food was delicious. So, a couple things about safety here. You might notice that while I was cooking that, I did have this fire extinguisher next to me the whole entire time. I don't recommend that you use any electric cooking device. Definitely not a gas one, but I don't recommend you use any cooking device inside of a van, to be right honest with you. But I do a lot of things that people don't recommend, so don't try it at home. Anyway, so I did keep this beside me the whole time, and I do keep this in the van for when I'm camping, because you never know. Another thing that I did do, since I'm going to be sleeping in here with a heater on, I did go out and get a cheap smoke alarm, and I am going to hang this up in here somewhere. I know it's going to scare the crap out of me if it goes off, because it's so small of an area, but it might save my life. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. I wanted to show you guys this. This is my my drawer thingy, and it fits between the driver's and passenger seat right under the TV. But in this, I just have all kinds of extra food, cooking supplies, coffee, sweetener, sugar, cups, plates, bowls, utensils, olive oil spray, garlic powder, seasonings, a couple pots and pans, just that kind of stuff. Grilling utensils, just stuff that's super handy to have, and this just goes with me anywhere where I camp in the van or the camper. Well, it is movie time. I'm all snuggled up. It's so warm in here that I have the heat on low, so this is great. Anyway, I'm gonna watch a movie, and I'll be heading to bed soon. See y'all in the morning. Good morning. I don't like to show my face in the mornings because I'm so ugly when I first wake up. Ugh. Anyway, we've been through this before. Anyway, good morning, y'all. It was a wonderful sleep last night. I noticed the less wind there is outside, the warmer the van stays. So the wind tends to carry the warmth off. Anyway, the van stayed really warm. The heater did way better than I expected it to do. Now see, who wouldn't want to wake up next to a big window like that? Of just a beautiful fall scene. One thing I really like about camping in this van is in the morning you can put those shades up and the sun beats in and warms you up. And it's just gorgeous out. Look at those fall colors. Well, a couple things. This camp out, I had a really enjoyable experience. There wasn't much learning or survival or anything like that. But again, this is not a bushcraft series. This is not a survival series. This is called In the Bush. And as I stated before in my opening, and as I put below in the description of every video, this is not just about bushcraft. This is about doing various camping in various forms, getting out in nature, hunting, fishing, you name it, I'm gonna do it. But the main thing is I want you to be along for the ride, and I want to document it so that I can look back on these videos and see my progress. I was just talking to a fan. I'm having people coming up to me, even though I'm not getting a lot of views, I'm having people come up to me in public saying, I watch every video, I can't wait till the next one comes out, I love it. And that really inspires me to keep doing this and to let it grow and everything. But it's definitely growing organically, and I actually love that. One of the things we discussed was that nobody's ever done this before that we know of. It's pretty exciting. It may not seem like I'm learning all that much, but you'll be surprised, I think, by the time we get to episode number 500 or 1,000, some of the stuff that I'm doing. I hope anyway. I hope I continue to learn, and I hope I continue to have such a great time. That's the main thing, because this is just really enjoyable, and it's been so good for my soul, so good for my spirits. This whole camp out has had a very positive vibe. This campground has a very positive feel. So Pollmiller Park, A+. Good job, Lee County Board of Conservation. Well, I'm going to get this stuff packed up and get out of here because I'm working on my cabin today. So we'll see you next time in the bush. That is the way to go. I watched TV and ran the lights all night. It's great. It's great. You can run the radio. You can do whatever you want as long as you keep your battery topped off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonny's Supermarket. They have the best brats I have ever had in my life. Right there. It's the best of the worst. Anyway, I'm going to try to pick some up if they have some, and we'll cook some at our next camp out. Score. We got us some brats. But I had to sell a kidney while I was in there, so I'm a little sore. These suckers ain't cheap. But I got honey maple, beer, original, Italian, and green pepper and onion. So I got several packages, and each package has about 6 brats in it. So, oh yeah. We'll be eating good in the bush again.